We use all those smarts that they gave us, but never forget, sometimes you got to question the master, the maker of all of that, because Columbia University is really two entities. It is the great internationally known university, but it's also the largest holder of real estate in New York City. It is this world-renowned institution that has all of these interesting stories and people in the heart of New York City. But it is also building a $6.5 billion expansion a few blocks away from here that's going to forever change and redefine what Manhattan and New York is all about. This is the real deal here. They're transforming this community after hundreds of years. It's not going to be the same 5 years from now. Hell, it's not the same now as it was, 5 years ago. That's how fast that change is going to happen. And all of us need to be a part of the dialogue about how that is going to actually impact people who live here. It's our school, and we're proud of it, sure. But we got to make sure that 20 years from now, after they finish building this thing, that we can say, it's our school and we're proud of it. Look at what we were able to do. Now, I never thought I was going to be in Columbia University, but I also never thought that in 1 week I'd have 4 stories in the Columbia Spectator. And I did. Go back this week and look at the Columbia Spectator. On Sunday, the news broke that I'm challenging the development corporation that was established to enforce the community benefits agreement that Columbia University, Lee Bollinger, our esteemed president, signed in 2009 to make sure that there were community givebacks and there were goals for hiring and subcontracting opportunities. They're written in a contract. This is not, I'm asking Columbia University for this. This is not, we're hoping Columbia University is going to do the right thing. They signed a contract in 2009 with the community that said 35% of the jobs that are created in that development program are going to go to minorities and women. That's significant. In a $6.5 billion project, we're talking about $2 billion worth of opportunity there. They put $150 million, $76 million in the form of cash, $30 million in the school that they're planning to build, $30 million, or $20 million, excuse me, in an affordable housing fund, and another $4 million, and this is great. They're going to hire a lawyer for 4 years. That job is going to be to protect individuals who are in eviction court or are being harassed by their landlords. Significant. And after the first 4 years, they're going to hire 2 more. So until 2030, they're supposed to have 3 lawyers whose sole job is to protect people from being harassed and forced out of this community that is going through this massive change. Problem. There's a shell organization that they put in charge of enforcing and managing that process, and it's called the West Harlem Local Development Corporation. And it's like anything else. I can tell you I'm going to do something. I'll even sign a contract, right? But if there's nobody or no entity that can enforce it, then that contract is not as good as the paper it's written on. And I'm telling you, I'm proud of Columbia. My fight isn't with Columbia. So when you hear about this, you heard it from me directly. We ain't fighting with Columbia yet. We're fighting with the local development corporation that was established to make sure that they actually have the teeth, the skills, the experience necessary to implement this community benefits agreement and make sure that we get the maximum out of that for our brothers and sisters, people of color, in this development project, and move this forward so that we can look back at this 20 years from now and say that we did the right thing and we're part of something bigger than us.